Excited. You know, this is a matchup I probably consider one of my favorite to watch. OG, Nigma, rerun of the TI finals.
Yeah, just to give a little bit of credence to the idea that they may run into each other. If they do, it'll be in the upper bracket semifinals of the TI qualifier. We're going to start off with an early first blood. It's looking like onto Captain Kuro, as Nigma is going to give that one away to Thompson.
It's more efficient just to do as he's done. It's similar to watching, oh, hang on, mid.
We'll pick up from Thompson. Tornado into telekinesis. A good rotation as Mind Control still trying to chase down heroes underneath this tower. Miracle is actually going to wrap in from behind with his earned pickup and find Samael behind the tier 2 tower. Samael knows he's dead. Mind Control continues to chase him down. Miracle, oh, whiff on the tornado there.
No Tail made a nice juke. You know, Warlock isn't really going to be able to contribute much. You can even see he went for the maxed out Shadow Word, so just healing his allies more than anything at the moment.
This time around, he won't manage to dodge the tornado. Miracle on point with the placement, and GH following that up.
And they've got to ride this Axe Blink Dagger to success. They didn't really go for the idea that we were expecting. Great scout by Thompson.
Kuro, oh, jump forward. They do manage to get the call onto the Nyx Assassin, but still, Thompson already killing Kuro here and setting up to be able to get the kill onto Mind Control as well. Never mind. This guy's too tanky.
Left in a 1-on-1 situation. You can see Seb also going for the maxed out W build, spamming it on his enemy.
MP burning out Saksa, but at the same time, Miracle's going to cop a lot of damage, drop the goal, but Thompson actually dodging it with the Dissimulate, won't be able to dodge the call, but still, Miracle should be dying here to Samael. Yeah, sure enough, the burst damage comes from Thompson. And Mind Control trying to chase down No Tail, really wants to be able to get this Culling Blade hit so he can get the movement speed, but he won't find it. Instead, he's going to be controlled up by the Brewmaster, and he's not going anywhere. Slowed down to a crawl with them. Finish off this mid tower. If they go on Samael, they're ready to be able to respond. Mind Control's going to jump forward immediately. The Manta is going to be popped. Ice Blast going out. Doesn't really hit onto much here. Mind Control is going to be frozen down. Meanwhile, Thompson's trying to go for the backline heroes, but GH stealing the Astral Step is going to be able to get away from Thompson. Thompson overcommitting himself now is going to be left behind as this assimilates, but it's not good enough. The damage over time is going to lead him to die.
Like, even Manta is not going to be enough. He'll need like that next item, whether it's Abyssal or Scotty. And OG, they're just going to push with a Brew Split ready. How do you stop him?
GH. See if he can jump away with the Astral Step. Another one? No. Thompson comes in with a huge amount of damage. Saksa also managed to get a Spike Carapace on that Astral Step hit.
Yep.
So
that was a double step.
Oh, jumping forward. They're going to try and blow up Thompson as quick as possible. It is not quite enough, but the Golem is there. They finally get him. The Culling Blade still in the back pocket of Mind Control if they can bring somebody else a little bit low, but Samael is forcing them all back with the Stone Gaze. Two supports hitting inside. ILTW gets an opportunity to blow up Samael. Bye-bye mana, bye-bye carry. OG just not expecting this resilient of Enigma underneath their tier 2 towers. Overstepping themselves a bit and losing a very, very bad team fight. I mean, they were up by a good amount of net worth and experience, and that all just goes away off of one team.
That have total control of the necessary area. Very tough now for OG.
They've got the combo that we've been kind of waiting for. They've got an Aghanim Scepter. They don't have maxed out Exort, but it's still going to do a metric shit ton of damage.
No Force Staffs. No Force Staffs on OG.
Oh, the call misses. Seb able to back away fast enough, and he can get off his ultimate. Mind Control. His life is going to be forfeit here. Nigma, they're going to try and retreat, but Thompson's already taking advantage of this, trying to catch some of these heroes. Animage is hunting Thompson right now, but ILTW unable to spot him just yet. Miracle's going to get pulled back. ILTW trying to find a way into this one. The Cataclysm going out, not really doing a whole lot of damage here. Miracle dies to the Vendetta hit, and ILTW's realizing that he cannot fight into this OG 5-man.
Really, really unlucky on that initiation from Mind Control. He to go brew form. Now has the Aghanims up, so they'll always have one ready.
Oh, and this could snowball. Mind Control getting caught again. Saksa managed to find the opening here onto Nigma. They spot Mind Control trying to play around the... Oh, ILTW jumping in and immediately blowing up Thompson. Now the supports are low as well. Fortunately, the Storm Panda will get ILTW out of this fight, but the rest of Nigma can still catch up. The EMP Tornado catching Soxa here, but the turnaround, this Brewmaster's doing a lot of damage, but at the same time, Sumail is losing much of his mana here on his first life still, though. The damage being pumped out by him, the turnaround stolen from GH, managed to get the Brewmaster split, keeping himself alive and throwing some nice disables out. Soxa looks to be able to kill GH, though. 3 more seconds. Can he get away? He's going to turn back into Rubik form, though, and I think he's likely dead. He's not going to be able to find any sort of escape mechanism out of that one.
They can get the tier 2, though. That would be very hype.
Aghanim Scepter, Nyx Assassin. Do they actually know about this Aghanim Scepter? I'm not sure if they do. The call goes out from Mind Control, initiating onto Sumail, but he's got an Aegis. This is not a good jump for them, especially with the Nyx Assassin sitting forward like this. The Sunstrike Cataclysm doing a lot of damage, and that is going to be enough to manage to get the kill onto Soxa. Miracle's going to be up next, but Seb giving up on that chase. ILTW is able to blink away. The upheaval is slowing down most of OGs. They're not able to retreat quite as quickly as they would like to. And there is the Golem available if they want to keep going. At the same time, Seb does have another round of the Primal Split in just 10 seconds. You can see ILTW doesn't want to let them get away from this one, but at the same time, GH gets a little bit too far forward, caught by a nice ward placed by No-Tail. Ice Blast coming in. The Animage is going to be caught by that one. Another blink away, though.
With the Aghanims, he'll almost always be in Panda form.
Yeah.
Sumail's just going to push. Minute on Aegis, why not? Already with a Butterfly and no MKB in sight for the AM. MC, what?
Mind Control,
what?
Blinking. Oh dear, what is going on with MC today? These blinks are not good at all. Thompson trying to go for the kill on a GHA. Stolen Dissimulate. Will manage to get him out. A nice Fatal Bonds. Golem drop. Thompson's low. Can they get a little bit more damage onto him? ILTW blinks into the back line, spots him. 1 hit, and that's all it takes. ILTW is going to have to pop his Manta here. He can still go for No-Tail if he wants to, but he's got to be careful of getting chain stuck up here. 1 more second until the blink. He's out. With Thompson down.
Gotta, I don't know, grab a glass of water or something before he respawns. Maybe quick cold
they
shower.
Just left Sumail. Ancient Apparition TP'd out, and nobody's really sticking by his side. The Nyx Assassin's going to go down. Beautiful Impale. And Miracle, he's actually going to die to this one. The Ice Blast coming in. ILTW blinks away just in time. 1 more second of disable, and ILTW would have also died.
We've been watching StarCraft since 1990. Lurkers are very troubling, and Soxa plays his role perfectly. Great stun. And now OG. Oh, taunt.
Okay, this time to go, but the stun immediately coming out onto ILTW. That's going to save Sumail so much damage here. ILTW stone gazed up. He's hit by the Aghanim Scepter Mystic Snake, and that keeps him from being able to blink away. Mind Control survives, but without a carry for 80 seconds, OG should be able to take most of this. Unfortunately, tier 2s are still up. So if they want to go for Throne, they're going to have to kill more of the Nigma members here.
Finished on Sumail. He is enormous. Is level 23, so he's got the talent to go with his Aghanims. I'm just gonna push high ground. This is an unkillable Deuce at this point, unless they can get an incredible combination off. I like what Thompson did there. He actually, on the last fight, he astral forward to share stun strike damage with Sumail, who had got called. You really just can't lose this if you just don't let your Deuce die.
Yeah, oh, absolutely.
First
Gonna
out.
pop the Primal Split, just to kind of ensure that Nigma does not feel good about taking this fight. The Ice Blast did hit the axe, so he's not going to be able to blink and initiate. GH is going to do it for him as he turns into the Primal Split. ILTW trying to burn out the mana of Sumail, does manage to do so and pulls him up with the Anima Void. You have to remember that this combination, this counter is available throughout the game, and they have to protect Sumail at all costs. And as soon as he's gone, the team fight's just done and dusted. ILTW and the rest of Nigma are just going to grab whatever heroes they can here. Seb, I think he got the Storm Panda.
Team Nigma, I think it must be Team Jacob, because these guys are the most Feaster fan.
Oh, he didn't hit the button. I told you, Kyle. I told you. I've seen so many people do this. They don't hit the button. You have to hit the button. Otherwise, you're going back to the other Panda.
What?
Having the confidence of both the BKB and the Aegis, and he may end up spoiling OG in their smoke gank right now. The smoke breaks. ILTW spotted for a second there. That was a hefty amount of damage that just came out, Kyle. Jumping in. Immediately he got cold snapped, and now Sumail is not going to be able to. Oh, telekinesis. Never mind. The Mana Void comes in from ILTW, and the Medusa just falls. I thought he was going to be able to get off Stone Gaze, but no.
Me
Couldn't
too.
get anything off there. He's going to go ahead and just come right back here. Soxa and Thompson are going to have to hold out this team fight. They do manage to bring down ILTW once, but a second time, unlikely, as the rest of OG are running for the hills right now. You can see Thompson is actually already looking to cut the creep wave. He knows they've got to stall for 70 seconds here.
Because of that cut mid, they have no wave. They have no wave. They're going to have to fight backdoor.
I love it when players have the awareness to be able to go for something like that. Unfortunately, Seb sticks his head out a little bit too far. They may not be able to hit the buildings, but they can kill whatever heroes show their face.
Seb fake cast. It's just tough now because Sumel's your frontliner, but he can't really do his job at the moment. Get him level 25. That should be the OG mantra right now. He's so close. 75 int or split shot uses modifiers. Both would be ideal, but they're going to take this fight without it, Cap.
Pump fake a couple times. Impale not going off. They're going to go for the call now. Jumping onto Sumail. Force snap trying to get him a little bit of distance. He does get some mana back, but it's not enough. ILTW does far too much damage as he just rips through the Medusa again and again. He has to be a little bit scared of Thompson with this buyback. But as they kind of reset things, Curl starts healing them all up. All they have to do is make sure that they heal, and then it's a 5 versus 3, and I don't think OG has a chance of being able to win this. Now that ILTW back up to full health and a pick off on a Soxa, make that a 2 versus 5.
Okay, unlucky for Soxa. With 2 heroes dead and without a buyback, he ran up that high ground and unfortunately was seen under a sentry ward. Nigma now, they know for sure it's 4 on 5. If DOTA has no buyback,
are you seeing this Alacrity Invoker? You can hardly see him do his attack. He's attacking so damn fast. Alacrity Animage will take game number 1. OG, I mean, they're wrestling for control of this game for a solid 20 minutes. They were ahead. They had a 75% win probability.
But once again, it's Team Nigma with the Alacrity. Be worried. You know, this Luna can get out of control real quick, and then suddenly they're just hitting structures.
And it worked.
The battle begins.
I made a lot of, poor decisions as a talent scout.
GH is probably gonna die here, and the last hit is gonna be there. OG this time around gets the first blood on Nota.
Yeah, he was not ready for this. The Acorn shot pressure, and also an incredible attack animation for the Hoodwink.
You mean the projectile? I would say the animation is not great, but I will agree that the projectile is super fast. Oh, the bushwhack into the arrow! What? That was nasty. A bottom lane, they're going to try and chase down Sumail. The Timber Chain does finish him off. No Tail, just shy of having enough damage on the Purifying Flames to be able to kill Mind Control. Surprisingly, Thompson, who's like a Hoodwink master, I feel like kind of made a mistake in not charging up the ultimate first and then throwing out Acorn shot. Nice shackles here. Curl coming in from behind, but they actually can't do anything. They know TPs are coming in. Thompson is going to be able to route Curl even as they lose their captain. Still looking for a bit of aggression. Thompson hiding in the trees, waiting for an opportunity, gets off the bushwhack onto ILTW with the arrow follow-up as well as the sharpshooter. He's trying to bounce back to the other side of the trees, almost killing ILTW. Not quite enough with the nuke coming in from the Oracle. Soxa trying to run away from GH. GH finds him in the trees, but the bushwhack. Drow is just going to crush this Luna. Looping around.
This might help.
Oh no, the tornado missing on Thompson. The Moonlight Shadow might just be able to help him live. They do have a stomp going off. It's actually hit him. They're going to start backing away here as they have been broken apart. Seb missing the call, but it doesn't matter. They're going to get the kill on the GH.
Man, but they want ILTW.
Seb is a bit more successful than Mind Control in these blink calls. They're going to go through the triangle here, looping back into the off-lane tower areas. They do have the vision of the Luna. They want to be able to kill her first. The call goes on successfully. The arrow to be able to follow it up. They do have the TPs coming in, but they're not going to be able to save this carry fast enough. The Culling Blade goes down, but he can't actually run away here, trying to be saved by the Oracle, but denied by a tornado. No, he gets off the false promise anyway. Seb will have a chance to be able to get away. Meanwhile, Soxa and Sumail returning fire, putting damage on a GH from behind. Hoodwink shows up, catching Miracle. He dies. Curl left for last as Mind Control looks to be able. Oh no, he missed all those trees and you missed. Mind Control is now going to die as a result of that. Nigma get wiped. have to drop another sentry or another ward rather, but that's fine. As long as they still have enough control to be able to win this fight. Thompson scurrying through the trees, does manage to land a nice bushwhack. The arrow, Saksa trying to find the opening, but it's not needed. The sharpshooter does enough damage to be able to bring down Miracle. And now, without their mid laner, another bushwhack. Thompson lands a beauty onto 2. The rest of the team having a hard time getting into this backline. ILTW managed to get off the Eclipse, though. Turning around, onto Saksa, but the arrow goes out. ILTW goes down. Kuro's gonna fall right after him. And Nigma losing ground here as Mind Control and GH are looking to be able to hold around this tier 2 tower. Thompson gets low, the pure damage, the Chakram pullback is just enough to be able to kill the Hoodwink. Now Mind Control pushes forward. He may have lost this team fight, or Nigma may have lost this team fight, but he is trying to rectify things. But a turnaround, Seb managed to get the call onto GH, leading into the air once again. Mind Control putting out the damage, but he's having a hard time being able to burst down this axe and now has to run away from the rest of OG. As they look to pursue, turn around, going for the axe. Not quite good enough. Mind Control. Seb dancing around the opposing offlaner, successfully stays alive, and they win a massive team fight. Hey, let's find another kill. This time, Kuro is not only going to lose his life, but lose the ward.
Side lanes, he's right under a ward right now, and OG, they know he's teleported there. They're beelining for him.
Yeah,
most likely
running after him. Yule Scepter, as long as he gets clear of the creeps. Oh no, the creeps blocked it, but Bushwhack is there. The sharpshooter does almost enough damage.
The whole map is just darkness, and it's very scary for them to even make this. They're just blind, charging forwards with nothing but hope in their hearts.
Yeah. They're going to lay out a ward now. Spotting Thompson. This would be a really good kill to have. He doesn't have BKB, but at the same time, the False Promise is ready to go from No Tail if needed. The call does manage to grab the Timber Saw, but not much more than that. ILTW charging forward with the Eclipse, trying to push out the damage. Thompson lands the hit onto Miracle. He killed him with the Sharpshooter. False Promise saves him, and now with that double damage, he's going to lay in some damage onto the Timber Saw. They're going to catch up to ILTW, who gets called and pulled into the tier 1 tower radius, and he's got nothing to do but hit the tier 1. He kills the tower, but does die. That Drow Ranger is actually increasing Thompson's damage by quite a lot when he's throwing out these Acorn shots. Another Sharpshooter. This one whiffing a bit. He does get Yule Sceptered here. No Tail is here to be able to get the save, and a call from Seb, a 3-man call that demolishes Nigma, and the rest of their allies will fall as well. That's a team wipe. They've got Kuro to buy back, but nobody really else left. GG is called. We are going to a game 3 between the two TI9 finalists.
So this is the first smile I've seen out of the Flower Boy in some time. Eventually LTW, he'll have a Vanguard, and then he just doesn't die. The matchup that I'm curious about, mid, is going much better for Miracle. 17-3 versus 13-2. He was absolutely dumpstered in the previous game. So this is just a better matchup, I suppose. You can actually shove the wave, which is what you have to be able to do against Hoodwink. Otherwise, you're just going to get traded to death. Nice bushwhack.
The bushwhack barely grabs him, and Kuro should be dying here as there's nowhere really to run to. Thompson finishes him off. Thompson accidentally using the Acorn shot on Miracle rather than dropping the tree. They are going to be able to get the disruption. No abilities are up for Thompson, though, so he's got to run away. Acorn shot is back up, though, and the Shadow Poison is there. Miracle, they're going to finish him off with this Acorn. It pops, and now GH is going to try and get the rebuttal kill on Saksa, but he doesn't have enough damage unless the Splinter Blast. Oh, barely enough. He gets it.
They got to be cautious about the Tombstone.
The boomerang, it increases spell damage, not magic damage, so it means Timber Saw will actually do a lot more, even though a lot of his is pure damage. So they're going to be able to, cutting down the tree, but it still doesn't matter. That's going to be enough to be able to kill the Undying. They threw out the arena. They do have this Mars getting a little bit low, but at the same time, Miracle's looking to be able to kill Saksa. Disruption bought a little bit of time, but eventually he comes back and dies. ILTW looking for the chop, does manage to get it onto No Tail, uses that movement speed to try and run away. Once again, the Chakram cutting down the tree. The Thompson was looking to be able to connect with a bushwhack. Now he's going to be pulled back, but they got to be careful of this double damage. Miracle's low on mana. Miracle is going to get run down. Miracle totally underestimated either his damage or Thompson's.
I think he just underestimated. He had no mana, Cap.
TI qualifiers within spitting distance here. Thompson is going to be caught by a Burrow Strike Epicenter. No Tail tries to create some space for him, but only does more harm than good as the Splinter Blast helps to kill Thompson. No Tail being run down by ILTW right now. Spear that is going to whiff. Seb running some interception here, but at the same time, No Tail does manage to get grabbed. The Miracle's going to make the long jump over to be able to finish off that support. Sumail is here, but a Winter's Curse is going to be able to stop his damage. Mind Control resetting up. Two-man Burrow Strike. Beautifully done by Nigma as they respond to OG's aggression with a bit of moves from their own. Now looking to be able to run down Soxa next as Miracle has just enough mana to put a few more hits of damage on him to him. ILTW not even needing the Culling Blade. GH keeping himself alive with the Cold Embrace. Meanwhile, can he get away? Seb's got the mana. He's going to go for a TP out with a Chakram pullback, and one punch is enough for Seb to claim the double kill. Back over to Miracle, who has no mana.
He's still here.
He's not getting out of here. He tried to TP and got caught.
Doing some significant deforestation. Will not want to fight in that area anytime soon.
Yeah, and he's out of mana now. Thompson, nice use of the sharpshooter to get himself over the cliff there. If he had tried to go around that hump and down the ramp, he likely would have died and may still die. In fact, Kuro's going to be able to hit that one punch that slows him down so much. No Tail, beautiful positioning of the arena here, locking out two heroes and pinning in. Mind Control to the walls, but Miracle still able to catch up. Not quite enough as he's stuck inside the Winter's Curse. Disruption, can Thompson get away? No, denied by the Burrow Strike from Mind Control. It will cost him his life though. Miracle running a bit low on mana. Needs to be able to jump away. He's got the Purge on him. Does he have enough HP to be able to survive? TP out. They just need a little bit more. The Spear runs him over. No Tail with the big moves on the 5 position. Mars is helping OG win this game. That's really weird. I swear to God, I thought I saw him pull the trigger on that, because then I saw his ultimate was on cooldown. But No Tail TPing out. Oh, it's not good enough. The Culling Blade catches him out. Soxa got to be run down by the Epicenter as well. The 2 supports on OG do die and do Roshan, and if the pickoff doesn't present itself, they're going to try for Roshan by itself. But Nigma are wise to this maneuver. A 4-man smoke from them. Going to go around Seb's Timbersaw. ILTW with the smoke breaking. Doesn't immediately jump forward. Cat jumps now, but he doesn't catch anything. Dorina going out, but a beautiful Burrow Strike in from Mind Control delays so much. Miracle, oh, the bushwhack catching Miracle, but he's still going to be okay. Jumps onto Soxa, not going to be good enough. The Tombstone being dealt with during that Stone Gaze. Still trying to go for the Shadow Demon, but Miracle has used everything he has to be able to get that kill. And now the rest of OG have to be able to operate without that hero playing out. ILTW being chased down by Seb. Boomerang on him. Look for the damage from Seb as soon as they catch up.
Oh, back in!
What? He blinked back in to try and kill them. That would have been the ballsiest skin play I'd ever seen. ILTW doesn't get anything for it. It's from No Tail, but a little bit of miss. Okay, Seb is not finding the trees to be able to connect to right now, but Sumail is standing and putting out the damage. Thompson, though, not able to have the same kind of survivability. They are picking apart the cores of OG right now and ignoring the Medusa. Mind Control, 2-man Burrow Strike once again, finding these disables. No Tail putting ILTW down into low ground, but this is a one fight for Nigma. If anything, ILTW wants to be able to pursue these heroes as once again, a 2-man Burrow Strike from Mind Control. This guy has totally disrupted anything that OG wanted to do in that fight. Just beautiful. Stun after stun after stun from him.
Fortunately, neither can No Tail.
Oh, Sharpshooter Thompson's going to get picked off again here. They've got the fresh Orchid on Miracle. Will make it so Thompson has no way out of here, and Mind Control not very healthy, but is still looking for kills, and it does buy OG a little bit more time to be able to get that Scotty, which he does not have because his courier died earlier. They're currently waiting on the ultimate orb. Miracle is actually going to go on to Seb here with the Orchid and the Burrow Strike. May not be enough damage though. The Spear catching him, and Miracle does get caught by the Mystic Snake. Still alive though. The Winter's Curse resetting the team fight. They're going to get the Tombstone out, and now comes the turn. Now comes the Burrow Strike, and they are chopping down OG members one by one, and none of them have buyback.
He was helping his team win fights.
ILTW gonna be able to save his support here. Never mind, the Spear goes down. Mind Control is able to at least land a Burrow Strike, and GH will survive. Cold Embracing himself rather easily countered by a handful of heroes, and heroes like Spirit Breaker, or in this case Storm Spirit, who were able to just kind of hunt him down constantly. He's not able to play that back line the way they want to.
And we saw yesterday 2 games of Medusa, 2 losses. Today, Sumail loses on Dusa, wins on Drow. Not much time to bring this one back.
Shiva's
One Juice once again.
spear goes out, but Miracle managed to dodge it and goes straight for Saksa. Thankfully, the Eon Disc will manage to keep him alive, but another Winner's Curse going out. Disruption actually being able to save Thompson for a bit. When he comes back, though, he's just going to go straight into a two-man Burrow Strike. Again, Thompson falls to start the team fight, but Zeb does get some seriously good damage as Kuro is about to fall here. Another missed Timber Chain, though, as Miracle has cleaned up the back line, finishing off Saksa. Now he goes for the pull back, and look at this ILTW axe go. BKB and just runs at Heroes, finishes off Zeb with a cooling blade. Next up is going to be No Tail, slowed down by the Shivas. Miracle's got that one. Zeb comes back with a buyback, trying to save Sumail here, but he doesn't have any disables. A beautiful Mystic Snake, though. Cold Embrace going out, saving Miracle for a time, but the other two are dangerously low. Miracle needs to be able to jump away right now. Does manage to kill the Mars first before he zips away, but right into the hands of Seb, who now looks to be able to run down Kuro. Nigma. They had this team fight won, but they underestimated OG as they turn around on the high ground and finish the fight.
And Seb, even with 8-9K less net worth, is actually dealing significantly more in the team fights. But LTW is chasing. They know Seb has no buyback.
Yeah, and they're going to go for him. Burrow Strike forward, complete whiff there from Mind Control. Not able to grab anything, but ILTW with the call is going on to Sumail. The Manta Illusions are spinning Sumail down to about half, but at the same time, Miracle got speared in. They caught him. ILTW is trying to stay on top of Thompson right now, but Thompson is going to be able to bushwhack him over to the side. This time around, it's OG who win the start of the fight right away, and Nigma are the ones using the buybacks. They probably feel pretty good to be able to have that extra snake.
Miracle has no BKB, though.
They're going to go for him. They're going to go for the Simmersaw. They're actually going to try and burst him down. They just might be able to do. He's already down to half health. No Tail is going to be caught as well, dodging away from the bushwhack. Scepter going up, but No Tail almost falling. Disruption actually bails him out for a second there. No Tail is not dead just yet. Winter's Curse pulling him in onto Thompson. Thompson, though, they want to be able to go for Miracle. Miracle slowed down. He is out of mana. He's dead. Gone for 2 minutes. He just ran out of mana like that, and the rest of Nigma are going to be relatively easy to run down. Anybody who's still here, GH blinking away into the trees. He's desperately trying to cut the creep wave, which he does with both the Splinter Blast as well as the Cold Embrace.
They don't save their captain, but they keep him alive long enough to utilize Miracle's entire mana pool, and he's just dead. Chatter in Twitch, because they must be having a ton of fun with this one, just like us. And oh my god, LTW.
Gotta be careful, the Soul Catcher. ILTW slowed down. The Cold Embrace is going to be there, but at the same time, so is the Timber Saw. As soon as he comes back from that Winter's Curse, a Whirling Death is going to do a big amount of hurt. There goes the Bushwhack, and he's dead. Our Sharpshooter through to the back line, hit the Winter Wyvern, but they're going to go for Curl first. Again, he dies to Whirling Death. It is too much damage with that level 25 talent. Mind Control is, I think he was trying to cut creep waves or something. He pops a BKB, but now he's slowed down to a crawl. Cold Embrace again, but at the same time, there's all this setup from OG. They do have Miracle back, and they do have 2 buybacks, but it's going to be a 4 versus 5. Sumail's Aegis does run out, but he's looking to end the game.
Rapier.
Divine Rapier is on its way on the courier right now.
Why did they do that? Cap Storm was coming up soon. They'd already lost 2 racks. They were cutting waves so well. Now Throne's exposed. It's going to be a 4-on-5 fight for the game against Rapier. No curse.
Trying to hold on to ILTW's buyback. If they see this Divine Rapier, GH gotta be careful. Eon Disc does protect him. No Tail zoning out the heroes with the arena, but oh, there's the Miracle Jump. Managed to grab 3 with the Undying Tombstone on top. Sumail, though, they've got to be careful of that damage. He's not dying anytime soon. ILTW does manage to get the call onto the Mars. The Throne, it's not being hit right now. Sumail is just being kited about. He has to be able to flicker himself out of here. As now he's being slowed down. Sox is down next. Kuro, he's catching up. Sumail's out of mana. Miracle's back and forth. He flickers over to the side. Sumail needs the help. Winter's Curse being put onto him, but they do manage to cut down the Undying. 2 dead. A call immediately afterwards from ILTW. They need to be able to kill this Medusa. Is almost dead. Sumail. Disruption save. He's caught by the Bushwhack. A shot goes out. Miracle. He's trying to stay alive, but the Divine Rapier is down, and that is it. He stays alive through all of that. Does manage to go for the Throne now. Miracle, just a happy boy throwing out his AoE disables, but he cannot stop OG with all of those saves, keeping Sumail alive.